Steve Cohen's. You better get this guy. Get this guy right now. What's going on, everybody? It's your host of the Morning Beer Podcast, Devereaux Davis. Listen. You already know what this video is about. You already seen who I'm already bigging up. It's plain and simple. I want this guy now. I want Javy Baez on the New York Mets. It's plain and simple. He wants to be here. He wants to play with Francisco Lindor. I'm not trying to say let's make a super team, but I'm just trying to say I want players that want to be here. Like Matt Scherzer doesn't want to be here. Don't want him. Don't want you if you don't want to be here, but I want you if you want to be here, okay? So let's go ahead and try to get Javy Baez. It's probably going to be like a rental type payment, meaning we don't have to give up the whole farm system. Maybe a prospect, maybe a mid-level prospect, including with that prospect, maybe the prospect is like number 7, Mark Ventos. If we're able to give him that and sign him along with that after, I'm fine with that. I'm okay because Chicago's going to need a third baseman. Mark Ventos is going to be a third baseman or maybe transition to left field, which he's been playing in my league since Batty's been up. We already have a third baseman in the future. And, so we don't really have the need for Ventos that much. But we do have a need right now currently for another infielder and another power bat, which Javy Baez brings to the table. And if we can even finesse maybe bringing in Zach Davies, who I've always been talking about on my channel as far as who I want as a starting pitcher and who I think could come on the cheap. I'm fine with getting Zach Davies. We're not going to get the bullpen help from Chicago like we wanted in Chafin, but I've been preaching to the choir. We need another bat. Infield is probably what's going to be at. In my last video, I said as Drupal Cabrera is probably the bat that we're going to get, something in that caliber, something in that range as far as a low cost, but pretty much has playoff experience. But also Javy Baez have playoff experience, and he wants to play with his best friend Francisco Lindor. He might re-sign with us and might play second base for the next 10 years for us. Why not make that trade happen? It's more so a better future, more likely, more signable than Chris Bryant would be on this team if we get a Javy Baez. And his bat will play well. Right-handed bat, right-handed power hitter to play with Alonso as far as another right-handed power bat. And maybe we platoon Davis in left field or move him around. Maybe platoon him between third base and left field. Maybe move McNeil at third. Or even Javy Baez could probably play third because he does have an arm good enough to play third base. Probably a little bit better than Jeff McNeil. And plays Davis either left or third base or coming off the bench. That gives us so much versatility there. That's a bat that I like a lot. So, especially when we having a DH next year, Davis needs to stay here, and he could DH or Alonso DH, and then Dominic Smith moves back to first base. Who knows? We have so many options if you make this trade right here. So Steve Cohen's, Sandy Alderson, Zach Scott. Let's talk to Chicago. You got 2 more days. You got 48 hours to make this happen. You go. He wants to play here and he say he's willing to move to second base to play with his best friend Francisco. These guys are buddy. They played in Puerto Rico. They played on a Puerto Rican team together. They're both from this Puerto Rico, and they're willing to play with each other, willing to be best friends. So it's always a win-win when you're playing with your best friend or you're playing with I played sports before, but I didn't really have, my best friend wasn't really into baseball and stuff like that. But I see they played well together in Puerto Rico. So, and he played second base, and they're probably going to be too defensive. We're going to have a shutdown second baseman and shutdown shortstop playing up the middle. It translates well in today's baseball. He has speed, he has power, he has defense, he's a little flashy, It's going to play well with these teams like San Diego and Dodgers and stuff that having these super teams and these big time players coming on their team. So let's put that together. Let's make that happen. If he wants to come, by all means do so. And if we don't get him in the trade deadline, we might be able to sign him in the off season or whatever. Who knows? That might be our target right there as far as the big free agent signing right there in the off season. But I'm liking this, and I'm thinking this is the move that we need, direction we need to go in. Let's forget about Chris Bryant. Let's totally forget about Max Scherzer. Let's just forget about these pipe dreams that's being, BS being blown, up wherever. Let's forget about that. Let's focus on somebody that wants to be here. Let's focus on a team, a guy that actually fits in like a perfect square in a peg into our lineup and into our team. So let's make that happen. And I think it's perfect. My last few videos or whatever, I've been talking about predictions of what we could do, and didn't really see that in the radar that much. I was like, all right, that's probably, the Trevor Stories and the Javy Baez is not happening. You're not moving to a different position, but he said he's willing to move to a different position. And, that's surprising because you think you make more money playing shortstop with him being a pending free agent. So it's kind of, he's willing to do that. He wants to win. He won the championship. He has championship pedigree. He played in he was the MVP of the NLCS in 2016. So he's clutch. So this could work. So let's make it happen. Might refresh him a little bit. Right now, if he came on the team, he'll be tied with Alonso for the most home runs in the team with 22, and that's my lucky number. So let's make that happen. And I'm watching my dog poop in his cage right now, so that means the video is gonna be over. I'm your host of Morning Beer Podcast. Like, subscribe, share, and tell a friend. And peace. By the way, before I leave, I have to let you know. Like I said, I have the live stream coming up on Friday for the trade deadline. Definitely, we'll put that notification bell on so you're aware of that happening. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You could look. You could chime in. I'm gonna have a 6-pack of beer here. You could drink a beer with me. We could all drink a beer, get drunk. We could play a drinking game or whatever. Every time I yawn, everybody take a sip, or every time I do something stupid or whatever, take a sip. So just join me. We're gonna be doing this for 2 hours and a half. I'm gonna do it from 2 o'clock to 4:30. Pretty much the first 2 hours before the trade deadline, and a half an hour after the trade deadline. We're gonna discuss all the trades that took place for the trade deadline. All right. So, like I said, put the notification bell on. Like I always say in the end of every video, like, subscribe, share, tell a friend. Let them know that this is happening. That the Morning Beer Podcast is a thing. We're gonna be more videos coming through. We're gonna be a little bit more frequent with this. I've been lackadaisical, but life takes over, and you got to work and all this other stuff and pay the bills. So once again, I'm gonna leave you real quick. I'm gonna also let you know. Listen, I got other interests outside of baseball and everything, and I'll let you know in this next clip of a video that's coming up after this. Okay, peace. What's up, guys? Before I leave you, I want you to know that I've been a personal trainer for over 11 years. And if you're looking for fitness tips and fitness ideas, please go ahead and look at my Instagram. The information is down below. If you want some help with your fitness goals and needs, definitely contact me with all the information down below. I got great tips, great videos, and everything to help you get in shape. Peace.
Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that you'll never be lonely.